Bienvenidos, bienvenidos.
Aquí estamos en Sábado Gigante Internacional.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we ain't frontin'. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.
Got some beers for us, huh?
Yeah, boy.
All right. Well, let's get this started. Welcome back, Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. It's your host, Jonah. We got one of my good friends, GabrielConChile. He's been here before. You guys
What's up? What's up?
Maybe not recognize him because this is the first time on camera, but...
All right, cool, man.
What do we got today, Gabriel?
All right, my favorite local brewery, Ale Smith. I was at Target.
I'll do a little close-up
They got a Mexican lager.
Mexican lager?
Yeah, this is Ale Smith's
Hecho en Mexico?
No, pues made in USA. Look at it.
Oh. I like the eagle,
Mexican
though.
eagle, but on the sides it's got
Made in USA.
Made in USA.
That's like me. Made in
De
USA.
partes mexicanas, pero hecho en Estados Unidos.
Let's get this nice crack.
Sale.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
If only we had like a close-up of the mist. All right, one taste. Everybody knows the rules.
Dale. Oh, yeah.
That's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
That's real smooth.
Yeah, this is.
I like it. Like that instant foam hits you, and then it like disintegrates. Very pleasing to the palate.
Yeah, for sure. That.
All right.
It's like cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like the texture.
And then
like
it
the
melts.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then it melts.
candy.
Yeah.
And
I like it.
And then it definitely you taste like that Mexican lager.
You know,
like,
it's like really
hints.
refreshing too.
Yeah, this is summer beer for sure. This is
not because when you think like
this
lagers,
is what you drink. This is what you drink when you're holding the piñata.
while the kids are swinging.
Yeah. This is.
I'm not a huge beer guy, but this is really good.
I pick them, bro. I pick them.
This is probably the best. I'm gonna have to give this like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
This is really good
for a light
actually.
beer too.
Oh, it's a light?
Yeah, dude, it's a light beer. That very alcohol-y aftertaste on your tongue when
it's
you're
now hitting
done.
me like a drip. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's not a post-nasal drip, but no.
I don't know what you're talking about, Gabriel. I'm talking about
This is a like that alcohol that you feel in your tongue when after you
the aftertaste.
Yeah, the warm alcohol aftertaste that's left on your tongue.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah, it's only 5.2%.
You only bring San Diego.
I only bring San Diego beers.
What's that one that you brought with the? It had like the fryer on it, and it was like a Tony Gwynn beer.
Swing. Oh no! Well, I brought two.
It's like 1904. No, it wasn't 19.
394.
His batting average.
Ale Smith.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same company.
Yeah, Ale Smith makes 394.
Okay.
But the other one I brought was Ballast Point, and that was a swinging fryer.
Oh, okay.
That's the one with the little carrot. You know,
the one I liked was
on
the
it.
Tony Gwynn one.
Yeah, that's
a
my
good
favorite beer.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, 394. It's not. It has like that.
I can see these going down real quick.
Yeah,
Smooth.
for sure.
Smooth, especially
Yeah.
in this heat. It's
This
not
is-
that hot today,
This
but
is piñata beer.
yeah, for sure. This is carne asada beer. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
This is the beer that your homies bring Bud Lights, but they grab this one.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I hate those dudes.
they bring the
how you
shitty
gonna
beer,
yeah,
and then they grab the good shit.
Yeah,
and then
man.
they kind of move the bucket towards them, like, oh no, it's cool.
Hey,
I got
wait,
it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I know
This
he's
is really good.
El que comer y correr. Mm-hmm. That guy.
Yeah, this is really good. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ale Smith, San Diego Brewery Company, Clásico Mexican Lager. Lager?
Yeah, Ale
Like
Smith,
the art, everything's
everything
good.
Ale Smith, they knock it out the park, bro.
Yeah, that's really good.
So I brought the beer, and then I brought.
The female condom.
Yeah, dude. If your listeners remember, we have talked about female condoms in the past.
Female contraceptives.
and,
Even the packaging is very extra, female-ish.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Like, yeah. There's
Are these free?
So yeah, when I went down to San Diego County Health Services, if you go down there to get a blood test, so like I went down there.
So instead of paletas, they give you condoms.
No, I went down
like
there
it.
for a blood test, and And while you're waiting, right, in the room that they put you in the room to like draw your blood, they have like a bunch of like a basket with regular condoms.
Sample, not for.
And they're like, oh, if you want to try, there's a bunch of condoms here. We'll be right back. And they take their time. So you can just grab any. And I started looking through them, and I was like, "Oh, what's this? This is some big old."
I could see somebody grabbing this and be like, "Yeah, that's my size."
That's what I thought.
Finally,
when I was going through it, I was like,
because the ring is pretty big.
Big old condoms. I said, "God damn."
You know what I mean? Imagine if this stretches.
Double magnums. And then I looked. I was like, "Oh shit, female condom." Okay, I read about these, and then that's the first time I've ever seen. I've never seen these in the store.
They should sell them, right?
Yeah, they should.
All right, let's open them up. Let's see what we got here. Naturally, you want to do like you open it with your teeth.
I mean, when you're horny.
But you don't do that with condoms.
Cuando estás bien horny.
If you didn't know that. A lot of listeners don't even use condoms anymore.
Fucking raw dogging like. Okay.
Órale.
Yeah.
It comes with its own gasket ring, so to protect leaks.
So this thing.
Essentially.
So there's two rings, right? So. It's shaped exactly like a regular condom.
Así soy de pesado, combo.
I see. What's up, bro?
The ones that don't want fucking length, but they want the girth.
Yeah. Chubbies. This right here.
It's kind of concerning that women are.
This can go
around the beer
easily, dude.
Can you see this? You want to show it? Put it to the camera real quick?
It's about as fat as
Are we sure this is not like to waterproof beers? This shit is massive. Everybody's gonna be like, "That's massive."
Yeah, right. Like, well, I mean, it's
I have big hands, so.
Yeah.
Imagínate uno así, nunca su madre.
And then it's even got the little tip.
Wouldn't you think that it would be better if it was smaller?
No, because this is supposed to line the inside of a woman's, vaginal
like
canal.
sex ed. Welcome to Barbershop Confidential Sex Ed,
bro. I've been wanting to Gesundheit.
Yeah, and honestly, it'd be better just the raw dog. Don't use this.
No, well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, instead of raw dogging, you put this inside. It does
have the reservoir tip.
Yeah.
Look at that.
If you notice the ring on the bottom.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
has
thicker.
A bend to it.
It's like thicker, and then like I think it's meant to like anchor on the cervix. Have you heard of menstrual cups?
Yeah.
Right? Like Diva Cup or whatever. Like there's different brands. And women use those, and they're not like foolproof.
After I finish that beer, I'm gonna put it in here so that people can see like what we're working with.
Yeah. So basically, the bottom part.
You put it in first, of course.
Yeah, you're supposed to like bend it or whatever.
I mean,
put that in there.
I almost feel like we need a woman to do it, demonstrate.
Well, that's why I was hoping Jen would have been here.
She's taking a break right now
to do a demo. I'm sure she would have been all about it, bro. Oh, sí, así bien chingón. But basically, this part, I mean, I don't have a vagina.
Right.
But I'm thinking this part kind of like grabs on to the cervix the same way like a Diva Cup fits inside. And then, once you set it, you forget it.
Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
That's their slogan, actually.
Like an infomercial, bro. So then and then this part.
And I'm sure this goes around the
outside.
The outside lips.
Yeah. So.
You know who this would be perfect for? The girls who have the extra lip. They can tuck it behind.
Word. Yeah.
Like a holder.
Yeah.
To keep it in place.
Like a flap.
You ladies were meant for something. It was meant for this right here.
But yeah, so.
You curtain lovers.
Bro, you have no idea how many women don't want to use these.
I mean, it's messy.
Well, I mean, so are regular condoms.
But this quick. Pop, pop, pop. This you have to like.
I mean, if a girl, it takes the same amount of effort as like putting in a condom. I mean, ¿cómo se dice? Un tampon.
Okay.
Or a Diva Cup, right? Because I think the most difficult part is this part, right?
The first part, yeah.
Fitting the anchor part.
And what if they have like a shallow cootie? It's like going to be hanging out.
Yeah, it'll hang out. But I mean, as a dude, you're not going to be
doing any
sensation.
of this.
You know what I mean? And I think a major reason why a lot of dudes don't want to wear a condom is because they lose the sensation.
Is there like
right?
extra thin versions of these? You know how there's the ribbit and the glow in the dark version?
Nah, we're not as advanced. This is the only thing that I've been able to find for women to wear. And it's it's almost as effective as a male condom.
I'll put that in the Ziploc, ladies, if you guys want that one. Like, don't worry about it. Just hit me up. I got you.
Well, I'll autograph it.
There you
Quieren? I'll autograph it.
Yeah.
And if you put in the instructions, like, I'll make a deposit, si quieren.
Yeah.
I'll just make sure to.
Or is he getting me Gabriel, baby?
No,
I'm gonna hot sauce in it, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna hot sauce it before I put it, and we'll send it off.
How much of a green flag is it that a man has wipies in his bathroom? That's a green flag. He's ready to get his ass ate. Cochino. Bueno.
I'm not about that life, bro.
Now you've never had your
Nah.
booty hole ate?
Nope. Dude, I've had
Nice
a girl.
socks, by the way.
Huh?
Nice socks.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Very colorful.
When you told me that you have a camera now, I was like, oh, all right. I got to dress to impress. So I said the socks.
Oh, they matched the shirt.
My most colorful. Dude, I've had this Rage Against the Machine shirt since high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I bought this at Hot Topic.
That's a vintage shirt you're wearing,
Bro,
actually.
Hot Topic. So, yeah. I mean, I figured, fuck it. Dust it off. It's colorful. It's on,
It's on camera. Vintage
matches
shirt.
the socks, matches the condoms, matches the can.
Just in general. It's giving very pride, though. And I like it. You're very ally-ish.
Is that what it's called? If you wear colors?
I was like, you're cool with them. Like, you fuck with them. You're an ally.
Oh, but is that what the colors mean? I don't know.
Like the rainbowish colors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just like colors.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not an ally, but is that like the new woke term?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I see it in people's bios, like ally. And it bothers me a little bit. Like, why do you have to go out of your way to tell people? If people know you, they know you're.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Or, you're like, oh, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Like,
Black Lives Matter.
You kind of look at them like, why are you going out of your way?
Yeah.
But hey, do what the fuck you want.
I don't know, man. I mean, you've seen my bio on Twitter and IG, right? And I put my pronouns.
What are your pronouns?
Vato, wey, and fu.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Mine is slim, skinny. No.
All right. Yeah, I feel it, man.
No, but
however you feel. That's.
Yeah, man. Though, you know what we were just watching, because we were babysitting my niece last night, and we always put on cartoons.
Sure.
We put on Disney Channel, and I was like, babe, what should we watch? And so we're scrolling, and it's all like all the new movies, right? All the new Pixar, new Disney movies.
Simone.
And then she came across like the older ones, like the original Jungle Book, Peter Pan. I was like, you know what? Put on Peter Pan. I haven't seen that movie, and I couldn't even tell you how long I've seen it. So we put it on. We're watching. I'm just laughing. I was like, this movie wouldn't be allowed today.
Why?
Because of the whole like Native American scene.
Oh,
they're doing the hoo ha 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 hoo ha and like doing the fucking and I was like, no way these woke fucks would let this slide today.
Word.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Or like the whole
I didn't even think about that.
Tinkerbell was like sitting. She stood on a mirror, right, and she's like, "Oh my god, my ass is so big." And
really,
yeah, bro. Like she was like,
I don't remember that. Like, she said that?
No, but she like look and it like zooms in on her ass, and it's like,
oh, does it?
And she has like this fucking hourglass shape, and it's like, dude, we've been seeing this since kids to like think that this is like a
program, fool.
And so she tries to get out of this little lock. She's a little fucking thing, right?
She's a fairy,
She's a fairy, so she's trying to get out of the lock, but her ass won't let her get out because it's so fat.
And it's as fat as my thumb.
Yeah, bro, so she couldn't get out. She's fuck,
yeah.
like frustrated that she had a fatty, and I was like, I was watching. I was like, damn, Tinkerbell got a fatty, double cheeked up on a Thursday. But even like the mom of like Wendy, and I was like, damn, she got that fucking figure on her. Like, no wonder we're supposed to think that like this is a baddie, you know? And the dad was like this big fat dude and shit.
Those are like the grandparents of the Pixar moms.
Of like the Mrs. Incredible.
Woo, she's Miss Incredible, bro. She
caked up.
Miss Incredible can get it.
I know for sure some girl went to TJ and was like, I want a BBL, but I want to look like Mrs. Incredible. And they're all like,
trajo el uniforme de Miss Incredible. I want to fit this.
Fill it in. And he's like, say less. I got you.
For sure.
These woke, like, they wouldn't let that shit slide. And I thought it was funny, but I was just thinking to myself, like, No way.
You know,
since you mentioned the CB Chula Vista Police Department, shout out to them, I guess. Remember I told you the other day me and my girl were at Walmart.
you told me to do with the
And
cat.
for the life of me, bro, I can't find no fucking like news article on Google or nothing about it. So I'm thinking, I don't know what really happened, but so me and Kat, my fiance, we're at Walmart right here off the 54, and just a normal. Even when we got there, the vibe was wrong. Go ahead. Let's see here. Oh, did you shake this? Oh, wasn't as smooth. So from the moment we walked in, shit was weird, bro.
I never toasted, bro.
Cheers, salud.
Salud.
We got there. Let me just say something beforehand. I don't like leaving the house to go anywhere in slides.
Okay.
I'll wear slides to my car because I keep shoes in the car.
Sure.
But I don't like going anywhere in slides. Because
Okay.
I've always had that mentality, like, if
What if
something
you gotta
happens,
box? You gotta
I gotta have
box.
to fucking run. Or, like, if I have to defend myself, I'm not trying to be slipping
Yeah, I
and sliding
gotcha.
out here.
Huh.
I never do. And I was like, we're just going to Walmart. I'll wear my slides, no biggie. We walk in, this old lady, homeless lady, bumps into me. And she gives me attitude. She hit I stopped for her to go by, and she hit me. And turns around and gives me, and she's like, what the fuck? And I was like,
What the fuck? Right at the bat?
off the back, 10 feet in the store. And so, you know, like, I'm an equal opportunist. I was like,
Chose violence.
yeah, she chose violence, bro. So I go, fuck you, bitch. You hit me. Like,
You told her fucking.
yeah, I was like, you hit me. What the fuck? And,
Yeah.
and she's like, well, watch out. I was like, bitch, like, what the fuck? Like, you hit me.
What was Cat doing?
She like right next. She's like, babe, she's crazy. I was like, I didn't give a fuck. Like,
Not crazy too.
then she hit me. Like, you hit me. Like, I stopped for you. Like, I was doing the right thing. So, anyways, we do our shopping.
Oh my god.
We get to the checkout. We start to put the shit on the conveyor belt, and I see these two guys coming from the side, and he's kind of pushing another guy. Like, there's a gun. There's a gun. He has a gun.
What?
And yeah, so I can barely hear him say that, and I turn around to like look like what's going on, and I felt like this like blanket of warmth
Ooh.
like come over me.
Like the one you
Like
get when
worry
you're
you.
about to box.
Yeah, like when you
know you're about to fight
when
somebody.
you have to like you feel like I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
here.
It's
So I
very
had, like,
primal,
this-
bro. Very primal.
Like this blanket of warmth like fall over me.
Ooh.
And then I hear more people, he has a gun, he has a gun. So I go, babe, let's get the fuck out of here. So I
Bro.
grabbed her and we start running out.
You just left all your shit.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even pay
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
It was theirs anyways. So we start running out and there's people exiting through the entrance and they're screaming too, there's a gun, there's a gun. And he's like coming across us as we're trying to go to my car. So I pushed him out the way. Like,
The dude with the gun?
no, just a random guy.
Oh.
The guy that was yelling like,
I was
gun,
like, bro,
gun.
you brave, bro.
So I pushed him out the way and I get to the car. Here's the crazy thing. When we got out, the first thing I see is a cop car. So I was like, there's already a cop in here. And so I was like, I'm not going to ask questions. I'm not going to stop and record.
Shh.
Like, straight to the fucking car and get the fuck out of
You
here.
gotta go, yeah, dude. You
So
don't
we get
fuck
to the
around.
car and I see the people, they ran out and they stop and take out their phones. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah,
like, if there
dude.
was really a gun,
Yes, dude. Yeah.
you want to die for viral?
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
out of here. So we
Yeah.
got in my car and we dipped. What I'm guessing is that maybe there was someone in there, but the cop already was like,
Aware?
or handling the situation. But people saw the gun
Did
and
you
panicked.
see the gun?
No, I was nowhere near it.
Oh, you didn't even see it.
No, I didn't. All I heard was guy has gun. And that was enough for me to be like, we are out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stick around and find out.
Yeah, of course not.
So then, since we left everything, we had to go to a different store.
Mm-hmm.
But then that paranoia, like I'm looking around like, yo, what if these motherfuckers got one at every Walmart? You know what I mean? Like, what if it's like, you know, like orchestrated? Like,
Bro,
we're going to shoot up fucking beaners today and shit.
do you have any idea how many people... Have you ever thought about this? Because, I mean, fuck, man. Like,
That first sip's like cotton candy.
yeah, dude, it is. It just
Like
disappears.
that very first sip is like crack. Makes you want to come back for more.
Yeah. Te voy a hacer adicto, mijo.
I'm like, put it in my veins. I'm going to heat it up on the
First
spoon.
hit is free. But have you ever thought how many guns have been near you and you didn't know?
Probably a lot. I remember in high school there was kids that had them.
Yes.
And he would show them to me
Yeah.
because he was in a gang. And
Yeah.
thankfully he was cool with me, but he was
Sure.
like, yo, check it out because they keep fucking with me. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember telling him as a kid, I was like, it's not that serious, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, fuck, man. That's
don't
what,
throw away your life,
bro.
'cause
That's
they're
what I'm
bullying
saying.
you.
Like I used to fucking be. So I used to grow up like right here off J Street, off the 5 freeway, right?
Yeah.
That neighborhood right there. So that's like heavy, like in the heart
VCV,
of
dog.
VCV, right?
Yeah.
So my mom moved us out of that neighborhood right before the age where you were about to get jumped in.
Oh, we're gang.
Right.
Where you think about joining?
Yeah, like right around like 6th grade, 7th grade. That's if you're gonna get jumped in the neighborhood, like that's when you get jumped in. Right?
My homie who I grew up with or went to school with, in 6th grade he got jumped in, and I remember thinking like, I don't want that. He came back the next day to school like lumps on his head, fucking black eyes, busted lip. I was like, what happened? He's like, I got jumped in, like happy about it.
Yeah.
I got jumped in. I was like, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good. BCB too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was crazy, bro, because there's kids, like children. They're children. We're children in elementary school, right? And I remember when the summer from 6th grade to 7th
They
grade.
out today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I want to talk about that too. So the summer between 6th and 7th grade, that's when everybody gets pretty much jumped in,
Yeah,
man.
6th,
so
7th.
there was a dude at my elementary school who his name was Gabriel too. He was like this big, tall, like big boy, gumpy as a motherfucker, bro. Like he was like just
big
quiet,
for no reason.
just quiet, fucking like. Remember those cartoons? Those cartoons of the 3 bears?
Yeah.
Right? It was like the dad bear was like this little dad bear, and then the mom bear was a tall, and then like the son was like this big dumb glute.
Yeah, it's kind of like
That was Gabriel.
what's his name? The dude from Chainsaw Massacre, like just big and like
Just big,
the dumb son.
cumbersome,
Yeah.
like dude, like just, pero está bien tonto, ¿ve? Like, pero así como que en español se dice enronchito. All right, that's what you call somebody who's like big, dumb glute.
Just big for no reason.
Big, just big, tall, and like, you know what I mean? But they're dumb. Like
But they're dumb.
yeah, but they're dumb. They're not smart.
Well, yeah, no.
Así bien simples.
They're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like what's it called? The fucking dude who had the mice.
So Lenny from
Mice and Men. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, can I keep it?
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
so strong that he killed it.
Yep.
From
Yep.
loving it.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Like Lenny from Mice of Men. Good.
Yeah.
John Steinbeck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what Gabriel was like, right? And just quiet kid, bro. Starting the 7th grade, bro was Dickies, the Cortez
Chola,
sneakers. Yeah, the Cortez. He didn't. Did he shave his head? I can't remember if he shaved his head or not.
They
Or he
just do the
slicked his
shaved
back.
head, or they did the 3 flowers.
Yeah, the 3
slick
flowers.
back with the little fishnet.
So I was rocking the 3 flowers, the ball cap, you know, because I had like
Combo.
hella curly, like, you know what I mean. So I'd put the 3 flowers to slick back my hair, and then I would put on my way I would walk to school. So I would put the ball cap to kind of train it, and then when I got to school, you're not allowed to have a hat, so I take the hat off at school, but I had my hair trained at least. But yeah, the 3 flowers, bro.
Yeah.
That was Gabriel got jumped in. I was like, what, bro? They were just recruiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because I
They were-
remember they would always like
They
ask
needed
me,
bodies, bro.
what's up, me? Like, you know what's crazy? They'd be like, yeah, we got meetings like on Sundays. And I was like, well, bro, I don't even have a car. Like, how am I going to explain to my mom? Like,
Yeah.
ma, yo me al meeting de las choladas, por favor. Like, I'm not going to ask my mom to bring me to a gang meeting and shit. But that shit was crazy.
My mom moved us out that hood, like that neighborhood, and she bought a house. Right? She had been saving for a long ass time. And then she bought a house right around that time, and then that's when we moved out of the neighborhood.
Gangs
But
were really popping for a while.
Yeah,
Right
dude.
now, I feel like they've
They're
steady
still
decline.
they're
I feel like
still
kids now
around,
these
bro,
days are
but-
like, I'd rather make a YouTube channel than
Team on.
gangbang. But even still, we had recently like an Amazon driver start tagging up our doors.
What?
And the elevator.
Amazon driver?
Yes, bro. That's how stupid they are. He would tag up the fucking big too, spray paint markers, tag up the elevator
In
doors.
uniform.
Yes. The doors that, from the elevator to come into the
Cállate.
hallways, tag them all up.
Cállate.
It was annoying that people would start putting like crossing him out and be like, you're a fucking loser or some shit. You know what I mean? Because
They cross them out and they put UPS or
then
what they
he'd
put
come back and be like, fuck you, bitch. Like gangbanging on like
at work?
at work. And I would always think like, bro, you can't wait till you're off the clock. Like, why you in here?
Fuck that brown truck crew, fool.
Go
What's
tag up the fucking walls outside. Like, not in here. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, dude.
I just thought it was the dumbest shit ever. I remember all that shit, bro. Like, growing up, that was a thing. Gang banging and shit. So me and my girl were watching TV one day, right? And we hear the door shaking, the front door.
Oh.
Like somebody's trying to get in.
Okay.
And I look immediately and I see like the thing shaking, like trying to open it.
Door handle, yeah.
So I get up real quick and I grab a knife and I go to the peephole, and there was nobody there. I was like, all right, if I open this, they're either running down the hall to the stairs
Or they're
going to the elevator.
Oh.
Like that's what because I can't see them. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna come out slow. So I came out, nobody to my left, so they're not running down the hall. That means there's only one other place. They have to be going to the elevator. So I got
the door that goes that way.
Yeah. So but I peeked, so there's nobody in either hall. So then I had like the big butcher knife. So I go to the elevator door, it's like that window, and I see two dudes standing there. And this lady's walking out of there as I'm going in, so I let her go by, and I was like, hey, homie, you just tried to open my door? And he's like, oh, bro, I'm so fucking sorry, bro. He's like, we actually live 228. He's like, we thought we got off on the wrong floor. And I was like, I was just looking at him, I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I'm so sorry, bro, I'm so sorry. I was like, all right, whatever. Sus, but it's happened to us.
More than once?
Once. We went, no. It's happened to us to go to the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
One time, Kat was super drunk.
Okay.
And I was recording her to remind her in the morning, right? So I'm not looking at what she's doing. And I was like, oh, damn, she knows what she's doing, even though she's like belligerent. So she hits the thing, we go up, and I'm recording her, laughing.
Yeah.
We get to the door, and I'm like, when the fuck did we change our doormat? And so I look up.
Not even you know. You didn't notice that you were in the wrong floor?
I did not pay attention, no, because I'm paying attention to her. Yeah. So I look down. I was like, "When the fuck we changed our doormat?" And I look up and I was like, "Wrong fucking floor." So I was like, "Okay, maybe like maybe they're on with the elevator with the chick,
but they weren't drunk
and they didn't pay attention.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? But it got me thinking. I was like, "Bro, it's so stupid. I keep my gun in the safe." No me sirvió de nada to have it in there in that moment. So then I told...
Is it combination safe or...
It's a keypad.
Okay.
So I was like, that's dumb. Like, literally, I went and got a knife. I should have access to my gun.
That was the closest thing on hand. But if you were in bed...
Still, I got to get up. Beep, 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 beep.
You haven't seen... they have nightstands.
Yeah, they have, like, the thing... You can even do combination with, like, quick finger... Like I know I've seen
biometric, bro.
Biometric, yeah.
Just your thumbprint, and then it opens. I've seen some dope ones where it's like it's a nightstand. It goes on top of your nightstand. You put your lamp on top or whatever, but it covers your nightstand.
Like a secret compartment or some shit.
Well, it's not even secret. It's right there.
Oh,
it's basically like a stand. It's like maybe like a 6 by whatever the dimensions of the top of your nightstand is. It fits on top, and then you put your lamp or whatever on top of that, and unless you're looking, it's like not out of place.
Table.
Yeah, and then if you need to, you just reach over, bro. Biometrically, put your hand. Beep.
Releases the gun.
Releases, you know what I mean, and then you reach in, bro, and like the volada.
Yeah. Well, what I told her, I was like, I didn't feel comfortable, so now we're just chilling. I'm gonna keep it. We have a little dresser right here. Mm-hmm. Just keep it there, and then when we go to bed,
and put it out. I mean.
So, but yeah, it was like a teachable moment for us because I was like, fuck. And then the whole thing at Walmart, fuck. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
With the thing at Walmart, man, when you're in public, I mean...
Unless I have my conceal, which I don't. It was just one of those things, like, I'm not going to stick around, bro. Even if I had my gun with me, I'm still leaving. Like, I'm not going to stick around and be like, let me get into a firefight.
Hero.
Fuck out of your mouth. I'm done. Literally, we got in the car. I left.
Yeah.
I didn't just stay in the car to see what would happen.
Nope.
I'll see about it later in the news.
Yeah.
But to the life of me, I cannot find shit. And that's why I put it on Twitter. What happened? And some guy was like, "Oh, it was a knife. Apparently, it was just some guy trying to steal shit." That panic, bro, over that. You know what I mean? But
we're traumatized, man.
Who knows, man?
As a country, we are traumatized.
As of what's going on,
bro. I mean, fuck. That's one for me, bro. Like there's a lot of things. Here's how I look at it. Nowadays, there's a lot of issues to be outraged about, right? Like quote unquote. But for me, I I think for me, I did a self-inventory. And for me, I think gun violence is probably towards the top of my list.
As one of the problems?
As one of, like, personally, I think that's probably one of, like, the biggest, most, excuse me. It's one of the problems that in this country that I think is the most fixable.
It's not, man. Unfortunately, it's...
Espera. I think it's probably one of the most fixable because, number one, yes, Pandora's box is open. Okay? I mean, last I read, there was like 1 or 2 guns for every person in the country.
That. More than that.
There's like 1 or 2 guns, like
has to be way more
circulation.
In circulation, like out there.
There's like 1 or 2
Those are just
guns
registered
for every American, every citizen, every legal resident, like for everybody in this country, right? So, like, all you gotta do is just quick math. Even if they started trying to confiscate the guns, like, bro, we're gonna have like lasers before they finish confiscating. Like guns, like ballistic weapons are gonna be like artifacts by the time they finally confiscate the last gun.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You know what I mean? It's.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it could be fixed. Like, and then the amount of money dumped into like pockets that won't allow that.
I argue that. I mean, that's something different completely, right there. That as far as money,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that affects
as long as there's a manufacturer in business, there's gonna be guns.
I mean, that affects politics in general, right? Not just with guns. A whole.
Of course.
Pharmaceuticals, guns,
drugs,
like
marijuana,
everything, right? Like, so yes, like that's something different. Like that's a different thing that I think. That I also think should happen is that we need to get the money out of politics.
But that's why they're in it. You know, like that's why they chase it.
There are countries.
Like 2 of the things, power and money.
There are countries that remove the money out of politics, and it's still difficult, but it's not perfect. But you're subtracting one like variable. Right, so there's like Great Britain, right, the UK, England. So they do not allow unlimited amounts of money into campaigns, right? So they do what's called public financing, right? And so everybody has the same amount of money. So
it's supposed to be fair
to campaign. Yes, it's way. They also have more. They don't have a 2-party system over there either. Right. Technically, we don't have a 2-party system, but we have a fucking 2-party system, right?
Yeah.
So. Anyway, but that's
red and blue.
Pero esa parte, right? So for me, I think, fuck, man, like the gun thing for me is like, we can work with it. Like that's something that we can actually work and solve for the most part.
It's just difficult, bro. Like, you know, Bert Kreischer, the comedian, he said that he went to go buy...
The machine. Shout out to the machine.
He went to go buy a gun, and they're like, bro, we can't give you a gun. Your license, you know, like, it's not matching your business. It's under your wife's name, blah, blah. Like, the paperwork couldn't make sense for them to give him the gun. And he was like, holy shit, bro, like, I'm actually happy because the system works. Like, he's like, I'm happier knowing that I can't get a gun than getting a gun. The guy's like, no. We're going to get you your gun. He's like, we're going to do this, and that. We're going to get you your gun. And he was just like, oh, fuck. You know, like, so that's always going to be the issue, bro. Like, people are always going to find a loophole. People are going to, as long as there's a manufacturer for guns, there's going to be gun. That's just the way it is, bro.
So
I just think they should make it difficult for people to get them.
Yes.
And then you, like, if you really want to go through the trouble to get it, then you get it. And if you don't, you're like, man, I was just trying to rob somebody. Never mind. But then it's just like weed. You remember when weed was illegal, right?
Still is.
I mean, federally, no.
Yes.
I thought they passed it.
No. Federally, it's still, bro.
But when it was illegal, like, you still had somebody who had it, grew it, sold it.
Sure.
It's the same thing if we legalize guns. It's going to be that guy's like, there's a demand for it. I'm going to fucking get them, sell them, and make money. So, like, people who break the law, regardless, are going to find a way to get it. Like, if you want to do something bad, you're going to do something bad. And they're going to do anything they can to do it.
Here's the way I look at that. So, if you get shot in the chest, what do? The first thing that you do,
like in that moment,
is you address the wound, right?
Put pressure.
Like you try to address. If you get shot in the chest,
you try.
Well, they say stop the bleeding.
Right, to apply pressure by stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding, close the wound, and then and then you get them to a hospital or ASAP, right? I think right now in this country we are not even addressing the bleeding. We're not even
the first part.
Yeah, we're not even doing the first part. We're trying to do like all the steps that you do, like the aftercare, right? Like surgery and then like rehab, and we're trying to do all the rehab without addressing like, hey, big, like close the wound. You're gonna keep on stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding.
We're not even stopping the bleeding, right? So there's too many states where it's too easy for just any fuck to get a gun right now.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter if here in Cali, where we're cracking down on it. If someone can just go a couple of states over and get a gun,
Arizona's next door, bro,
and then come back over here and commit a crime, right? Like that guy who shot up the church in Irvine. No. And there's a guy who drove from basically guy not from Cali, came from Nevada.
Okay.
Chinese guy, I think, came to a church. There was like a Taiwanese church, and he shot up a Taiwanese church. Right? He was from Nevada, right? So
he was on a mission.
I mean, obviously, right? Like he got his guns in a state where it's easier to get guns, and he just brought them to a state where it's hard to get guns, right? So, ¿de qué te sirve las leyes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
If everybody doesn't comply, there was a shooter in Canada, couldn't get a gun in Canada, but for some fucking reason,
crossed it.
He was able to cross into our country, go to I don't know what state, get guns,
and go back
and smuggle them into Canada. I was like, bro, how can you legally buy guns in a country citizen if you're not even a citizen?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's gonna be the weed smoke, the weed smokers of guns, bro.
So
in a dark alley,
I think that we should close the loopholes first of all.
That's hard.
No, it's not.
That's very hard.
You can make it very federally illegal to sell to someone who's not a citizen, to someone who is on a terrorist watch list, to sell to someone. All that is lacking is the political will to do something controversial like that. Like, I don't know why it's controversial to be like, hey, you know what? If there's somebody on the terrorist checklist, let's not sell them fucking guns.
But there's that guy that's like, I don't care. I'll sell them a gun. It's just like cocaine's illegal. Right. And that's just probably like, I think it's probably like the most used drug in the United States, bro.
More than weed?
I think so.
Bullshit.
By this point, I think so. It won't be long before they find the government's like, we got to regulate.
I think you're biased.
No, I think we got to regulate and tax these fucks and make some of that money because we ain't making a dent. I still got some.
Well, I'm not going to wait.
They're like, we're not making a dent. Let's just fucking, like the weed, legalize it and regulate it and
tax it
and at least put some money in our profits.
Sure. So
that's just like, you can't go backwards. You know what I mean? Like they can't.
Yeah, you can.
It'll be past our lifetime.
It was not that long ago that drinking this was illegal. And we'll get you.
And it got so out of hand that they had to legalize it. Prohibition was so out of control that they had to legalize it.
I mean,
it was like when Chapo's son got caught, and they're like, "Yeah, we made a fucking dent." And then
they caught him on accident.
And
bro.
Sinaloa was like,
they weren't expecting to catch him.
Yeah, but
like it was.
And the cartel was like, "Oh yeah, well check this out." And then the government was like, "Okay, take him back.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, we were just playing, bro. Like we were just playing with you guys for a little bit."
That's a different situation, but.
It's an extreme situation, but yeah.
So, I mean, with guns, bro, like, so, okay, it needs to come to the federal level, bro, because there's 50 states.
Those are the most crooked.
There's 50 states in the union, and there's no uniformity. So, I think if we close the gun show loophole, number one. Number two, we have to have some very basic rules
on gun buying.
On what somebody has to qualify, like to buy a gun.
I feel like you should be 21
minimum.
Like if you can't buy cigarettes at 18 anymore, like you shouldn't be able to buy a gun.
Minimum for sure.
I think you should have a job, a steady, bro. You can't get an apartment without pay stubs. Like you shouldn't be able to get a gun without pay stubs.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I think
you're the problem, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, salud. So I'm just saying that there across the country there needs to be a uniform set of rules, and I think and I'm talking about, these are minimums, okay? And then each state can set their more
stricter
additional criteria, but I think at a federal level it's way too lax. So
because you have so many states that are like, well, whatever you guys want to do.
There's states that are like, we don't want any rules. We want to be able to give the guns to anybody.
Yeah. You walk in, you walk out.
Yes. So there's states that are like that, right? So I don't agree with that. I think it should be at least as hard to get a gun as a driver's license. It should
go take a test. Well, I mean, you do.
It should be at least.
I'm talking about here.
Other states, no, dude. Like, the Canadian can come over here and buy a gun and then go shoot up fucking Ottawa. Like, so we don't have any uniformity from state to state, right? A lot of people like to talk about how Chicago, what about all the gun violence in Chicago? It's like, bitch, they can just drive over a bridge, leave Illinois, and be in a state where they have super lax guns, and then drive back over that bridge back to Chicago.
Just because there's lines in the map doesn't mean there's actually like a wall.
So, yeah, we don't have any uniformity nationwide.
That's in general, like any policy.
So
taxes, gas, prices.
I mean, we can compare like weed laws, right? Like in Texas, it's still illegal to get high.
So stupid,
bro.
It's easier to get a gun than weed in Texas.
Yes, but it's easier to get a fucking gun than an abortion in Texas, right?
That's crazy,
bro. Like,
we'll give you the power to kill somebody, but chill out. If you're gonna kill somebody, it has to be somebody born already.
But yeah. Like, you can kill somebody who's already been born, but don't you fucking dare kill somebody that isn't fully formed yet. Like, get the fuck out of here, stupid fucks. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, there are things that love about Texas. Somebody?
He better be paying taxes already. If this is a fucking person who may pay taxes one day, don't you dare touch him.
All right, so
they don't even pay state taxes in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, that's like they don't pay income taxes, but they pay other taxes. So
state, they have like a high state tax. But it's the other, like federal. Is it federal they don't pay? No, whichever one they pay is higher than normal.
Everyone pays federal taxes no matter what.
Oh, then state taxes, they don't pay state tax.
State taxes are different, but you still need to make up the income somehow. Property taxes are very high.
Yeah.
Compared to California even. Like, property tax in Texas is damn high.
Like, my mortgage is only $1,000, but my property tax is $7,000.
Yes. So you always see these videos on TikTok and shit, like talking about how.
Can we talk about how incredible that app is?
In a second.
It's so slept on, bro. I mean, bro, if you remove the messiness,
the Chinese Communist government is gassing everybody up, bro.
No, I'm not talking about like algorithm. I'm talking about like the information that's on there that's being put out by other people.
Okay,
that part of the app, not like the algorithm or the information.
It is successful enough to where Facebook is changing their strategy to be more like
Instagram
TikTok.
Too.
Yeah, Instagram. Well, it's the same company.
Yeah. Well.
So they're changing their strategy to be more like TikTok.
And they're leaning into it.
Mm-hmm. They even said it. Like
the CEO or
whatever, one of the
main guy, whatever
people that communicates to the public.
So we gotta get away from pictures and go to videos.
Yeah,
we're just gonna do that.
Is that your Gary V?
Yeah. Eat shit for a month, man. You'll be okay, man.
You'll be okay. And then you go to a thrift store
And you buy
and
something,
garage sales.
And you do every day.
And then you go
because you
online.
want to be broke, man.
And then you go online and you flip it.
It was crazy, bro. Is I have all his books, and I read the books.
All of them?
Yeah, and I love his books, bro.
Okay.
I just like I've said this before. I never really like give into all these fucking like
Gurus.
or like, you know who C.T. Fletcher is? He's a bodybuilder. He's like an old famous bodybuilder.
Okay, I've heard the name.
And he was like, you got to train arms every fucking, that's why I got these big ass arms, right? And then like people who know, they're like, no, you have to let the muscle rest. You have
Sure.
to, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, no, fucking do arms every day. That's how you get these. And then people were like, why are you listening? He's a dumbass. I was like, I don't listen to him because of his advice, bro. I just think his like way of speaking to people to work out is dope. Like, stop being a lazy
He's hype.
fuck. Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's why I listen to him. And then Gary Vee, like, he has good points, but when he starts going into like these like weird deep vibes, I'm like,
In the weeds, yeah.
Like, you're doing too much for me, bro.
So, did you buy your Mega Millions $1 billion lottery ticket?
I did. I am part of the problem.
Hell yeah. So did I. I spent my $2.
I bought 10 tickets.
Then?
Yeah. $20. I was like, I've spent 20 on dumber shit.
I spent $2, bro. I'll give my. I'll buy it.
All you need is one.
I'll buy one raffle ticket.
Yeah.
To the fucking, you know.
To see.
A ver si pasa, güey.
Hey, you know what I said to my girl? I was like, I don't even want the whole Billy. Give me 10 million. I'm straight.
You won't get the whole Billy, but.
No, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want the grand jackpot.
Sure.
Give me like 10, take 3 or 4. I'm good with that.
But that's how it works. You know how that works, right?
I want everybody to win. Like, just give me 10 milli.
So it's only whatever the jackpot they advertise.
Yeah, but then if multiples win,
that's if you
it
take,
gets divided.
Well, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm saying the jackpot that they advertise
They keep half.
is if you take it over 30 years.
Yeah. But you still have to pay taxes. But if you do the cash out, it's like
Half.
483.
It's like half.
Yeah, it's like they still take half, but
And then on top of, and then after you take, so 1 billion, maybe they get like 500 million.
it's like 43.
And then that's what you start with. And then from that 500 million, government taxes you on that, right? So you probably end up with like 300. So out of $1 billion, it's actually 300 million.
That's cool.
Sure. Sure.
Like, I'll take
But
it.
it's not 1 billion.
Nah, of course not. They got to make their money. They're not doing this shit for free. Nobody does shit for free. I get it, like, but nobody cares. Like, if you told me right now you won $1 million, $1 billion, then they're like, we're only gonna give you 3. You'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like the odds of winning is like, I think
It's stupid because it's across
it's
the
like
states.
1 in 300 million.
It's across the states.
I mean, the U.S. Virgin Islands and everything, dude. Like, it's everywhere.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit, bro.
I'll take whatever. If I win $100, I'd be like,
What's the most you've ever won?
nothing.
You haven't won anything? I won
Like you talking about like
Lotto, the Lotto.
No, nothing.
Nothing?
I never play it.
I won $10 before.
That's a win because you got your money back
Yeah.
and some.
And some. Yeah.
You're like, here,
I
give me a
actually
bag
won,
of hot Cheetos.
I won $10 before. I won $5 before. And a bunch of
I
times.
think I've won a quick pick.
Yeah.
You know how they give you like back when it was $1.
Yeah.
You won a quick pick.
I've got a few of those too.
Yeah.
You know, but instead now they do, you know, you won $2.
Yeah, because it's not
Right. I think the last
first
thing,
time I went, I was like 20 bones. Let me get 20 tickets. And
I
she's all
just
there
do
$2
one.
each, and I was like, what? When did the price of
40
this go up?
bills.
I was like, when the price of these go up? Fuck.
Yeah. The last time I won $3. As a matter of fact, I haven't cashed in the ticket. I better go cash it now that I remember.
Was it yesterday?
The drawing was, I think, Monday. I think.
Well, no, because I bought one yesterday. So the next one should be Saturday,
Thursday or-
Friday. Today's Thursday.
Okay, so
Tomorrow, maybe.
I
don't know.
I can't remember. I think it's like 3 days now. I think it's like Monday, Thursday, Saturday. I can't remember.
So I was like, you know, you start overthinking, like, what if I win?
Yeah.
What if I fucking win?
What would you do?
Well, before that, I was like, I'm not telling a soul.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to keep it to myself.
Yep.
And then on TikTok, this guy was like, what do you do if you win the Mega Millions? Well, let me tell you, there's only 11 states where you can keep it private.
Yeah.
And then he put the list, and I was like, California's not on that bitch ass list.
Yeah.
So it's public record. So you cannot keep it to yourself that you won the fucking lottery in California. It's public. Your name, where you won it, and how much you won becomes public record.
So there's a woman on the East Coast that won like a huge jackpot that she sued her state to stay private, and she won.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I forget what she was arguing, but I was thinking like, dude, like, if somebody over there could sue to stay private, why? I mean, and it wasn't even. I mean, compared to the 1 billion jackpot, I think she won like a 500 million.
It's still a lot of money.
Yeah, of course. But this woman, I think it was weird. It was something weird, bro. Like, I think she signed the back of the ticket. Like, they tell you, like, you're supposed to sign the back of the ticket. And she signed it. And then she tried to claim the prize anonymously. But since she signed it,
it's like a waiver form.
They're like, nah, you signed your name. You got to claim it under this name that you signed.
Oh, fuck.
And then that's when she sued. She's like, no. Right? So I'm thinking, well, fuck, man. If you win here, you should sue. Like, I think that's the protocol. Like, they've already established that you can sue to stay anonymous in a state that you're not
there's
supposed to be anonymous.
Now a case. You know, when the people go like, oh, Robert versus Wade or whatever, and you pull up that one.
There's already a case study.
There's a case that's successful.
Yes. So now you can use that as precedent. So I think that's bullshit. Because after a certain point, bro, it's a safety issue too.
No, yeah, most definitely.
Right?
And we're talking about, like, we're right by the border. Motherfuckers is kidnapping for fun.
Yeah.
Straight off that.
Dude, motherfuckers is kidnapping for fucking un secuestro rápido.
Yeah, like, I need 10,000.
Yes.
But I'll take 5.
Yeah.
Like I'm kidnapping somebody
like it's a membership
racks.
at 24 Hour Fitness, bro. They're bargaining with you.
Yeah. How much you got? I got 20 bucks. Nah, I need at least 1,000. Find it and your kid's yours.
Yeah.
Nah,
un rapidín.
Yeah. Fuck
so,
that.
I don't know, bro. Yeah.
Bro, I was just talking to my homegirl, and she's like, oh my God, I would never live in the hood. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, over there by like Broadway. And I was like, bitch. I was like, bitch. She's like, I was like, do you think anything west of the 805 is the hood? She's like, well, yeah, it's kind of like ghetto.
Fuck.
I was like, damn. Yeah. She's like, and then like the closer you get to Broadway, it just gets worse. And I was like, all right.
Bro, that's how people from East Lake think, bro.
I was like, so you're saying I live in the slums? Like,
oh, dude. Have you been over here, like, close to, like East Street, like, down that way, where it used to be the big dirt parking lot for the Nature Interpretive Center?
No, it's like an RV park.
Yeah, they got, like, a whole thing over there, man. I was over there not too long ago. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Every time I get on the freeway, I'm like, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. There should be a strip club over here. What happened?
Eye Candy.
It
used to be Anthony's, and then Eye Candy, and then
wasn't it a little
dump.
What was the name of that restaurant, bro? Me and my girl were just
Anthony's Fish Grotto.
No, the Mexican spot. Little Toro.
El Torito.
Oh my God, bro! I couldn't remember the fucking name.
Yeah.
I think it's still.
I almost got a DUI leaving that place.
El Torito or
El
Eye
Torito.
Candy?
El Torito. Yeah, my homeboy.
That used to be the spot for like all the tios and tias.
So the homeboy, he used to go over there. He was fucking married, bro. Fucking guy was married, and he would go over there to fucking go cast a reel, bro.
And los tias and shit.
And so
easy picking
because he was from up north, but when he finally was trying to buy a house, like he could afford to buy down here in Chile. So, he lived down by the DMV, and then the homeboy was like married, and he already had his first
he was
kid.
already married.
He was already married, had his first kid, but dude, he's bored because he was like a party dude. Like he was a wild man. Like my homie, he was a wild dude. Like back in the day. So when first of all, I was surprised he got married. Second of all, I got surprised that he had a kid and he was trying to go that route. I was like, what the fuck?
Like the family route?
Yeah. Yeah. It was just so out of character for him. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Wild man.
It's like a fucking a life convict trying to live on like out in the regular world. He's like, I can't do it.
Calls me up randomly like on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. It was like during the week. He's like, hey man, like he sounded fucked up. And he's like, hey, come over here to El Torito's, Gabe. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm at El Torito. I was like, bro, you're fucked up. Like, that was a call. I took it as a call for help, right? So I came out. I was in my pajamas, bro. I was wearing literally pajamas y pantuflas, way. Like, chanclas. And, like, the ones that you don't like to wear when you go out, I was wearing them. Like, I was at the pad.
Yeah.
I was like in sweats and a t-shirt, bro. And I rolled up.
God damn.
And they're out in full effect. And rolled up, found him. He's like, hey, he had ordered a bucket of beer for himself.
Oh, that means like 6 beers.
I mean, I don't know. It was a bucket full of Coronas. And he's like, hey, he's like, here, man. He was like, I was like, fucking. So, you know, I was like drinking or whatever. He was by himself, dude. And I was like, all right, we got to go, bro. Let's go. Let's get you home. You know what I mean? So at the time, I was driving a big truck. And, you know, threw him in the truck, got in the truck. We're leaving. And this fucking dude was like, oh, I like this song. And he was like reaching over, blasting my fucking system, bro. I had like a 10 speaker system with a sub. And he was like, yeah. He's like cranking it. I was like, hey, chill the fuck out, bro. And he was like, yeah. And he was like pushing me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to drive. And this fool was fucking pushing me.
He's making you look drunk.
Yes. And next thing you know, bro, as we're coming over the bridge that goes over East Street, boom! Lit up, bro. It's like, fuck! And I had one Corona.
Yeah, that's what saved you.
Bro. Oh, my God, bro. But I was stressing. So I was like, oh, motherfucker. As soon as he saw the lights, he chilled the fuck out. But
funny how that sobers you,
the damage was like, done, bro. Yeah, because, you know. So I was like, fuck, where'd I pull over? I went over the bridge, went over. I picked out the AM/PM parking lot. I parked the very front spot in front of the double doors with the camera. Yeah, dude.
This is before police violence.
Well, I was already aware. And I was already very aware.
Ahead of your time.
Seaway. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then, and I was all tinted out, too. Like, blacked out tint. And rolled down, as I was making time. I was like rolling down all my windows. I had a sunroof that opened all the way back. All my windows, all 4 of my windows, plus the sunroof, plus the back window. And then I turned on the interior cabin lights and I pulled up in front of the AM/PM. And then I kept my hands at 10 and 2. And when the cops came walking up, they had the mag light. Still with the lights inside on.
Well, that's to distract you.
Inside of the fucking, you know, in front of the AM/PM, all lit up at the AM/PM. They came up with a fucking mag light right in my face. And, you know, and I don't look, dude. I just look forward. And the dude was like, hey, you know, how are you doing tonight? I'm good. How are you? It was like one cop came on this side. One cop came on the passenger side. And I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm good, blah, blah. I was having a full-on dickhead. I just had his light on my face the entire time. Like, dickhead, like, my car is well lit. All the windows are down. I'm in front of, like, I'm underneath all these fluorescent lights at the AM/PM. Like, you can see inside my shit. And buen rato, he was on with the mag light in my face. And I wouldn't turn. I was talking to him, but I wouldn't turn to face him.
You don't want to lose your eyesight.
Anyway. And then finally, he took away the light. And then finally, I turned around. Bro, you know how I used to work at the gym? It was a motherfucker who worked out at the gym I worked at.
Did he recognize you?
Yes, but I didn't recognize him at first.
Oh.
And, bro, we went through the whole process. How you been drinking? No, I have not. You know what I mean? I fucking... Ya me la sé, güey. Ya me la sé. It's like, nope, haven't had a drop. I go, nope. My friend's very drunk. I came to pick him up at El Torito. You know what I mean? This dude's being a dickhead, roughhousing, pushing me while I'm driving. That's why you saw the car moving and swaying. You know what I mean? I go, I haven't had a drink. I'm DD. I'm just here to pick. I was in fucking pajamas. I was in my pajamas and chanclas, and fucking this dude was drunk. And I mean, I checked out. I mean, I'm taking him. He lives up the street. I'm taking him home, dude. Like, he left his car at the El Torito. I'm taking him home, dude. This is before Uber. So and then, license, registration, and insurance, and they wanted to do the whole deal. I was like, fuck. Here you go. You know what I mean? Came back a couple minutes later, still gave me a ticket.
For what?
For not making a complete stop at the stop sign.
Oh my God, he got you
like a fucking piece of shit, bro.
Damn.
And $600 ticket.
$600?
Not making a complete stop.
I feel like he took advantage right there.
He did.
He's on some hater shit.
He did. He was on some super hater shit. And I was like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? So then, I ended up getting the ticket in the mail like weeks later. Pissed, bro. I was super pissed. I texted my boy. I was like, bro, this just came in the mail. And he told me, he's like, oh, my bad, bro. I'll pay for half.
Half? Half?
Yeah, dude, half.
What you mean half?
Yes. Dude.
Half now, half later? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck that, bro.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I was fucking livid. So, I ended up fighting the ticket. It was here in the South,
So right here on
South,
H.
yeah, right here on 3rd and H. I ended up fighting the ticket because I thought it was bullshit. I ended up fighting the ticket, and then the day of, and here's a trick that I used to do. It doesn't work anymore, but it used to. So I used to, when I get it in, I would say I want to fight it in court, and then I would get a court. You would have to come to court.
Yeah.
I would set a court date, and then maybe like a week before the court date, I would change the court date.
So to like inconvenience the officer.
Yes. To inconvenience the officer. So maybe they showed up, maybe they didn't. But I would change the court date, and then I would show up on the second court date, right? So maybe they would get tired of it. They would just, fuck it, right?
And not go.
Right? So I changed the court date. Check this out. At the gym, like the day after the court date, the cop walked up to me at the gym. He's like, hey, Gabriel. And I'm like, looking at him. He goes, hey, you didn't show up to court. And I go, excuse me, sir? And the dude was like, yeah, I went to court. You didn't show up to court. I go, who are you? It's like, oh, I'm the cop that pulled you over. And I was like, oh, you fucking dick.
He knows who you are.
Yeah, he knew exactly who I was, bro. It's crazy as that him and his wife would go to the gym, and I would help out his wife, bro.
That's why.
Bro.
He's like,
but on some friendly shit. Like, I'm like, on some, they're a membership. And this dude was like, yeah, man. He goes, and that's when he fucking confessed me. He goes, hey, man. He goes, I'm sorry. For what? And he goes, look, man. He goes, I was with my partner that night, and I could not look weak in front of my partner.
So he gave you.
So I had to get you on something. I could not let you get away with nothing. But show up to court next time. I'm not going to fight it. And,
so you'll win and
ticket
tossed.
And I'm like, bro. And I gave him a fucking look, bro. Like, I gave him a fucking death stare. Like, bro, are you kidding? I was so mad. So then, went to court. He showed up, and he told the court that he's not going to fight it. It was funny because his partner was there fighting other tickets. So I don't know if you've ever had gone to the small courtroom where you're actually going to argue.
I've never gotten a ticket.
Okay, so the way it works is you go to a bigger court that holds a lot more people.
Actually, I have been. And you go and you either say you're guilty
or not guilty.
Yeah,
okay, so I went into the bigger court and I pled not guilty.
And then they send you somewhere else?
And then they send you to another court where you actually see a judge and you fight it. So I went to the smaller court. It was super small. Like I'm right here and the judge is right there.
Oh, wow.
It was very small. And, the judge was reading out my case. I get up. I'm like, all right, I'm about to win this shit. And then the case is like, the judge was like, or whoever reads it out was like, oh, this is Gabriel, blah, blah, versus, whatever for this ticket. Officer, blah, blah, blah. It looks like they're not here. And then one of the, because they always see the same officers in the court. They're like, oh, no, the officer's right there. And it was his partner. It who was in the court fighting another who was going to be there to fight a different one, my heart dropped.
Because you thought this fucker.
And I looked over, it was a white dude. And the cop looked embarrassed. Like, he looked down, he's like, oh.
The one you knew?
We're not, no. His
the other
partner,
one, the partner.
The dude I knew was a Mexican dude, and his partner was white. And his, so they looked over, oh, you're here, officer so-and-so. And he goes, oh, no, we're not. He looked embarrassed. He was, no, we're not going to fight this. And then the judge looked at him like, oh, okay, case dismissed, Mr. Cornejo. Like, he just. I was like, damn, dude, like, woo. And then he, let me go and everything, bien.
The one ticket I got for driving was when I was 18. I didn't have my license, and they pulled me over. He pulled me over for not having a front license plate because I used to do auto body, so I was in the process of painting it. So I took it off to like spray the bumper or whatever. Yeah. And he pulls me over. He's like, "You don't have a license?" I was like, "All I have is a permit." Took me out of the car. He's like, "We gotta tow your car." So he put me in handcuffs. So they searched the car.
Put you in cuffs.
Put me in cuffs in the back of the car. He's I would recommend you take out anything you don't want to lose because it's gonna be sent to a yard and sometimes shit gets lost. And I was like, "Fuck!" I had amps, dope ass speakers and shit. So I was like taking everything out. He gets in his car and he's like, all right, like they towed the car. And he's like, good luck. Right here in National City, too. He stops, comes back. He's like, you don't have a ride home? And I was like, no, man. Like, I got to carry all this shit. I don't know what I'm going to do. I didn't have a cell phone. He's like, all right, put it in the car. He gave me a ride to where I lived in National City, but not all the way, just close enough. So I got a shopping cart and put all the shit in. Bro, my mom was furious at me. Sure. But my mom's a gangster. She's like, I'm mad at you, but fuck them. Yeah. Why'd they do that? Yeah. She got on the phone, started yelling at the cops. She's like, blah, blah, blah. We drove down to the National City Police Station. She was in there raising hell, yelling at them like they weren't cops. She was yelling at them until they released the car because they were going to do a 30-day hold, which was like mandatory. She got them to release the car that day. I don't know how she did it. All I remember was her yelling at them, and they were just kind of like, whatever, dude. Like, here's your fucking car. Go get your car. We had to pay the impound fee. So then I got a court date because I got a ticket for driving without a license, no front plate. Yeah. And you know how they schedule it so far in advance? Yeah. So it just takes time. So I went and got my license because all I needed was the driving part. Yeah. So I go do the test. I got a job. So I already had a driver's license, so I'm working. Go to court, and they're like, how do you plead? How do you plead to these charges? And I was like, guilty. And the judge is like, do you have your license? I was like, yes, I do. He's like, okay, we'll dismiss that one. He let the no license go. Nice. He's like, but you didn't have a front plate. And I was like, I didn't. And he's like, okay, you're going to have to pay that one.
$20.
$150, bro. I was so mad. Because that's literally all I had. Like, like I just started working. Yeah. And I was like, 150, fuck, whatever. I even wrote a check. That's how long ago this was. I was like, oh, fuck all my money to this fucking ticket, bro. But as a actual driving with a license, I don't have any tickets.
Nice. Yeah. Time out. I gotta pee. So bad.
Go ahead.
As soon as you started your story about your ticket, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta pee. Oh. I was trying to hold it to be nice.
Bro, the other day a car flipped right here on this bridge.
Really?
It crosses over to Chula Vista. All we heard was, and I was like, that's an accident for sure. We got out, and I just got the car where it was sliding on its roof. Like,
you saw it sliding?
Yeah, saw it sliding across, and I was like, oh, fuck, babe. They flipped their fucking car, and she came out. She's like, oh, shit. People that were, driving by stopped and went to go run up. Like, oh, you guys okay? And I remember it was, two guys that looked like they worked at the building right there, and then a guy who stopped his truck. They got out and came. Out of nowhere, this bitch pops out the driver's side, hops out, and runs over to the passenger side to help out whoever was in there. Damn. They got out, and then the fucking ambulance came. But yeah, bro, she was nuts.
Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was
There's
like,
a shitload of accidents now because they turned it into
I saw that.
a one fucking lane.
Yeah, the bike lane.
And people are not used to that.
The fucking bike lane all down Broadway
It's causing shit.
is bullshit.
It's causing shit.
Number one,
Nobody rides bikes like that here.
Yes, thank you. We're not.
This ain't North Park.
Yes,
Get the fuck out of
we're
here
not
with that
North
shit.
Park for sure.
There's like maybe 2 bikes at a time.
See, wait.
It's not enough for a fucking
If
bike
that.
lane.
See.
Let them get on the fucking sidewalk, bro. Get the
How
fuck out of
about
here, bro.
let them get on a parallel street that's not the main street?
Yeah.
Like put them on Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue, yeah.
Fifth Avenue would be perfect for that.
Not Broadway.
Seaway.
And
Like,
from the beginning.
all the business, all the way to
all the-
Maine.
Yeah.
From the beginning
It's
to the
stupid.
end. It's so stupid.
Causing
bro.
accidents for
I
sure.
feel like going to a city council meeting just to talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
go to the peninsula and talk shit over there, bro.
where?
The peninsula.
Oh, they don't have nothing to do with me, bro.
But you hate them.
Bro, it's not a
Oh,
fucking
shit.
island.
You watch TV shows and shit?
Okay, maybe. Which ones?
You have Prime? Amazon Prime?
No, but
Oh, okay. Well, if you have
What
Prime,
show?
whatever, it's a show called The Terminal List. And it has, what's his, Pratt.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen it. It's on my watch list.
Have you seen it? Do you know
I
what it's
have
about?
not seen it. I have not seen it.
It's about-
He's like a gun. He's got like.
Yeah. It's about a Navy SEAL who got sent out on a mission with all his, his team.
His team.
And all of them died except him. But he should have died.
Oh.
So now it's him, and he's on a mission to find out who did this. Like, who fucking
Okay.
set him up to kill him and his boys, right?
Yeah.
But the whole thing is based here in San Diego.
Whoa.
It's based in Coronado.
So it's a true story. It's a fake story based here.
It's, I'm sorry. The whole thing is done here.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
all
based
shot
out of,
here.
like, shot here.
Okay.
So it's all San Diego.
Location wise, it's here, but it's set somewhere
Location-wise,
else.
yeah.
Okay. And
No,
you
no. It's La Jolla. I mean, it's Coronado.
Oh, okay.
They say, like, oh, we're in Coronado.
Oh, okay.
The reason why is because they're like, oh, we're in the island of Coronado. And I know how much you love that.
Dude.
But it's a dope ass shit because he's on a mission. And I don't want to give you any spoilers, but he fucking goes up the food chain in the military to find out who was responsible.
Okay.
Because what happened was, I'll give you this.
No spoilers.
No spoilers because it's part of the show.
That's spoiler alert.
No, because that's like the base of the show. And if it was, so what? Watch it.
That's a spoiler.
What's his name?
dude.
Pratt?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. He's the main guy.
Hey, you were gonna put the condom on the can.
Oh, yeah. Así se pone. Algo así. Oh, that shit.
A ver.
There's even-
Hold on. Stop. I gotta record this one. This is gonna be this might be a post.
Like, if it wasn't slippery on the outside, like, it would slide in better and shit.
You didn't squeeze the air bubble out of it before you put it on, fool.
Bro, I haven't worn a condom in like fucking 15 years or some shit. Raw dogging life.
Either you're very faithful or you're a cochino.
Cochino for life. There you go.
Eso.
Yo. Ay,
It's a
wait.
female condom right there.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, look at
The
that.
reservoir.
Yeah, it's even. Yeah. You know.
This person doesn't drink enough water. That's just messy as fuck. You know when you imagine a female going to the bathroom to take it out and dump it?
Oh. Nah, I pull that shit out before she has a chance to. Throw hot sauce in it, then I'll tie it up.
Yeah. Take it home with you.
Yeah.
You have a Ziploc?
See,
Let me get that.
No, you just put that in your pocket.
You're not
bro.
gonna fucking
Put that shit in your pocket and you go home knowing that you're not gonna have an oops.
an oops, yeah.
Okay, what's the next? Oh, Choco Tacos got discontinued, bro.
Never had one.
Fuck.
I've
Choco
never had one.
Tacos.
I've never
Really?
had one. I've never had one. I've never gone to the liquor store, 7-Eleven, and been like, I want an ice cream. Let me get the taco. I always get like a strawberry shortcake or a crunch bar.
The Eclair, the chocolate Eclair.
Yeah. Nah, that's too rich, bro. I'm not balling like that.
What?
I'd always
get
get the crunch.
They I will admit that they were the more expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd always get the crunch. Crunch was my go-to. Or strawberry
bro,
shortcake.
when I started seeing the Choco Taco at the ice cream man, remember you would go to the ice cream man?
Yeah, and with
And
all the
he had
stickers.
like the whole wall. Yeah, all the stickers.
And you'd be like, that one. He's like, don't have it. That
Yeah.
one, don't have it.
I hate.
Let me get that one. Don't have it. All out.
Yep.
Let me get some hot Cheetos, bro.
there's-
Fuck.
Or if you are really broke and you only had a quarter, be like, oh, what can I get for a quarter? Be like, you can get. Nah, he had a small quarter. It was called.
That's small shit.
It was like a small, skinny.
Like the big stick.
It was like a mini big stick. It was just, like a small little rocket. I forget what they called them, but it was like a small. It was like a big stick. Big sticks were like 50 cents back in the day.
Bro, $1 used to be
now.
take you a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Now a bag of chips is like $2.39 or some shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So yeah, Choco Tacos were definitely like a premium.
Oh, were
cream.
they?
Yeah, back
Never
in the day.
had one.
Yeah, it was like getting one of those like Looney Tunes paletas.
Oh, the fancy ones.
The fancy ones that had like a design with the two gumball eyes.
Bro, have you stopped one of those paleteros?
Yes, I
They're
have.
like $3 a pop.
Yeah, they are. But
I was like, give me
gas is crazy.
Yeah, they don't drive.
Yeah,
fucking push you the cart.
Oh, you mean the paletero?
Yeah, the paletero.
Not an ice cream.
No. The paletero.
Yeah, the paletero.
$3.
Yeah.
I was like, let me get 2. He's like 6. I was like,
6.
I said 2, not 3.
Yeah, I've stopped paleteros. I've stopped the ice cream woman in my neighborhood. And I was like, but like, I kind of feel like one. And I went and I got like uno de coco, otro de chamoy, and another one. I forget what I got, but it was like $10 for like 4 bars. I forget. It was something crazy.
Bro, even the hot dogs, you know how they post up now outside of Walmarts and Targets and shit?
Sure.
I was like, those hot dogs, she's like $10. I was like,
10?
bitch, for 2 hot dogs?
Shut the fuck.
She's like, yeah, 5 each. I was like, for 2 fucking hot dogs? So yeah, 5 each. I was like, no se quedan pobres? Fuck.
Bro.
$5. In Mission Valley, $6.
Ooh, te chamaquearon, güey. Bro.
And I'm over here like, let me just support the fucking these small vendors, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, they cleaning house, bro.
Yeah. Bro,
I'm going to protest against them, dude. Make hot dogs cheap again.
Hot dogs better. Fuck. It's so funny. Years ago, me chamaquearon afuera de Staples Center. I went to go out, I went to a Clipper game. And leaving the game, I was still I was kind of hungry. And across the street from the Staples Center, they got the hot dog ladies. And so I was like, fuck it. I was like, hey, wait up, fool. I want to go, So I was like, support. That's the same thing that I thought. Support the hustle. So I went, and I was like, this is back in like, I don't know, 2013, 14. So I was like, all right, yeah, let me get 2 hot dogs, right? This lady starts whipping them up. And then, scarfed them up real quick. How much? And she said, like, I forget, dude. It was like $6. I was like, damn, for 2? She was like, yeah, $6.
That's not even bad.
I know, but back then, right? So then I was like, bitch. And I go, because there's a lot of people selling hot dogs, right? So the lady literally right next to her, I go, oye, señora, ¿qué tanto cobra? $1. I go, oh, bitch.
For 50 cents.
I go, nah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
She was charging
$2.
Yes.
Triple,
yeah. So yeah, she was, she was hustling me. I ordered without asking price.
That's where you fucked up.
I mean, I shouldn't have to fucking ask price. It should just be the price.
Nah, you look like you don't speak Spanish.
Fuck, bro.
Bro, one time I paid $50 for 3 hot dogs.
Get the what?
In
How?
downtown. Me and my boy went downtown, and I was like, hey, bro.
What?
I was like, hey, bro, I'm not really trying to drink like that. He's like,
did you get you sucked off?
Bro, let me tell you. So I was like,
5-0.
5-0. So I was like, hey, bro, like, I'm not trying to drink like that tonight. He's like, nah, some chill, 1 bottle. I was like, all right, cool.
Something chill.
Something
One
chill.
bottle.
Yeah, that's chill. So then we started drinking, and then like the homies we were with started getting like tequila. We were drinking Jameson. They're like, shots. I was like, fuck it, shots. So we're mixing, and he's like, hey, you want to get a champagne? And I was like, fuck it, let's get a bottle of champagne. They convinced him to get 2. They're like, bro, the price.
How many dudes?
No, for me and him.
2 of you?
Yeah, he's like, yo, the price was so good, I got 2. They were giving me the price for 2, and I was like, well, fuck it, bro. Like, so me and him are chugging a champagne each at the fucking VIP section, getting fucking belligerent.
Pour it down bitches or no?
Yeah. You know, sharing with everybody, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not really just us, right?
Okay.
So we're drinking, I'm fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
We get out the club, and I was like, I need to eat something. So I see the hot dog guy, and I beeline to him. I was like, dame tres, güey. He's all, espérate, güey, tengo fila. I have a line. And I was like, come on, bro. Tres rápido, güey, de volada, güey. He's all, there's a line. And I was like, I'll give you $50 for 3 hot dogs right now. And he's like, okay.
Vale, sale.
So he fucking gave me 3 real quick.
Yeah.
I gave him $50, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. And then, bro. So then my homie's like, yo, after party, we're going to keep going to like those thought towers.
Okay, the World Thought Towers.
I was like, all right, bro, let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll get a lift, but I don't want to order one, so I just stuck my hand out.
Yeah.
And I was like, a little Swiss thing. I was like, yo, and the car pulls over and picks us up. There was a dude in the front seat. So I'm sitting there spinning because like I'm drunk. I'm spinning.
See.
And she's like, where to? I was like, to the tall buildings. And she's like, okay, I just got to drop him off first. And I was like, whatever, we don't give a fuck. Takes him. Bro, I'm in the backseat like...
Yeah.
Like... about to pass out from how drunk I am. Drops this dude off. All I remember is her pulling up in front of the Thought Towers. She's all right here, and I was like, yeah, right here is cool. She's like, can I come down?
What?
And me and my boy were like, I guess. Like, if you want, we're just gonna keep drinking. She's like, yeah. We're like, Skyler? Like, it was a girl, bro. It was a chick, young chick. So we get off in the red tower. You know, it's red and yellow. Yeah. We get off in the red tower. We were like, hey, bro, which one's your apartment? Blah,
the red
blah.
one is where that dude killed his wife.
Bitch, yeah. So we go up to where we thought his room was, or his apartment, and we're banging on the fucking door. We're like, hey, yo, we're outside.
How'd you get in?
They let us in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, we're like, yo, we're outside your door. He's like, bro, I'm at my door. Where you at? I was like, outside your door. He's like, I'm at my door, and you're not here. And I was like, he's like, oh, you're at the wrong building. Me and my boy and this random chick
twisted
gone, bro. I couldn't even fucking see straight.
Okay.
He's like, fuck. My boy's so drunk he throws up all over this person.
No, he did not.
Blah. All over this random person's fucking doormat, door. Blah. And I was like,
okay.
I was like, bro, let's go. We gotta go to the other side. So we finally get to the right apartment. And we're chilling with my homie, and he's like, "Hey, yo, who is this?" And I was like, "Our Lyft driver." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Our Lyft driver." He's like, "All right, hey, we're gonna go to my homie's apartment."
Oh no!
In the other building. So
back to the red.
Back to the red. So my homie, shout out to Joel, my compadre, my boy.
It was Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
Joel that I know.
Yeah, the one you know. So he sits on my homie's bed because he's like spinning, bro. And he boom. Done.
Oh.
And we're like, well, at least when we know where he is.
Joel was the one who threw.
Yeah, he's the one that threw up. So he's like knocked out. And we're like, pues ahí déjalo. Like, we'll just leave him here. We know where he is. He's not gonna get lost.
Yeah.
So then we go to the other thing, keep going. It's 5:00 in the morning.
5 a.m.
And my girl's like, where you at?
Where the fuck you at?
And I was like, oh, we're at Ray's cousin's house. But like, we're just chilling. She's like,
send location.
She's like, where's Joel? I was like, oh, you knocked out. We left him at the apartment. She's like, you didn't go get him. And so then we're like, oh, fuck. And I was like, hey, bro, give me his girl was looking for him.
Oh.
And he's knocked out, so he can't answer his phone.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, bro, give me your keys. I'm going to go back. I'm drunk.
Blasted.
Spinning drunk. And I was like, I got it.
What happened to your Lyft driver?
She stayed there. The whole time.
With you?
No, with my friends.
Oh, okay. You bounce, stay with your friends, and then...
So I go...
I
was like, all right, it's cool. I'm going to go find my homie, you know? Like, it took me like 30 minutes to get to the other building, bro. That's how drunk I was. I was going in circles. The security guards were like, hey, where you trying to go, bro? I was like, to the fucking building, the yellow building. He's like, and he goes, hey, take him to the other building. So finally I get up, grab my bro. I was like, hey, bro, your phone, bro, has been blowing up. And he's like, what's going on? And then my homie comes, he's like, hey, I'm on my way to get my keys. I was like, cool, bro. We'll meet you in the lobby. And my girl's like, I'm on my way. So finally,
Cat came pick you up?
She picked us up. We gave him his keys, and we're just like spinning. And then, so I go get a haircut the next week. He's like, yo, that was a wild night. I was like, yeah, it was. He's like, hey, who's your friend? Thanks for hooking me up with your friend. I was like, my friend? I was like, who?
The Lyft driver.
He's all, that girl you came with. And I was like, I don't want to fucking know her. She was our Lyft driver. He's like, she said she knew you. I was like, never met her in my life. He's like, Well, I hooked up with her. I was like, "Whoa." I was like, shout out to you, bro. Little layup. And he's like, hey, for you didn't know her? I was like,
said
off the glass.
Yeah.
And he's like, you didn't know her? I was like,
yeah.
Never seen it. I was like, I was belligerent drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't see straight. I was like, but I'm pretty sure I never met her in my life. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, bro, she act like she knew you. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. So that's my $50 for 3 hot dogs.
Oh my God, $50, bro. No,
wild.
I wait.
I told my girl the story. She's like, that girl went with you? And she's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, but this is weird. And she's like, that bitch is stupid. Like, 2 guys she doesn't know, bro, going into an apartment full of dudes.
You'd be surprised, bro. What?
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you notice how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I